welcome back to D&D. So, last week, you had managed to arrive in the city of Drindir. You were able to make contact with various people throughout the city. You were able to return the black magic box to the person it was going to, and in return, you received a Mimic of Holding. Fiffle, perhaps not so accidentally, started a rumor that the Crossblades were the ones who killed the Trail Wardens. And you found out that the sewage system is backing up because of a issue that the Count is refusing to fix because he is in a pissing contest with the Duke. As well
I
as,
believe we decided to flood the Count's house with shit and just hadn't quite decided.
That's exactly what I want to do.
well, to complete this, you had made your way to a mead hall where you had ended up in contact with the person who attempted to rob you of the paintings that were going to the Count on the way in. So currently it's later at night as he has brought you over to a table to discuss the various options. So you find yourself in a corner with a little bit less light. Not too many people in the immediate area of where this corner you're in, and you all have a nice cup of mead in front of you. The man you were meeting with, the thief. So, I have a plan, but I'd like to hear yours first.
Graham just chooses then to take a sip of mead because he knows that whatever somebody else says is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
What if we bestow upon our friend the Count the same conditions he's put upon the poor people of Drindir?
As amusing would be to tax the Count highly and refuse to fix any of his things, I don't know if that would work.
And fill and back up all his sewage.
That's a little bit more reasonable. How should we go about doing that, though?
I gotta say, I'm impressed that was the more reasonable. But I'm not saying I'm opposed. Go on, please.
Do we know how much, what's the word, like, the, tunnels we need to blockade or just stop the flow of sewage out so that it backs up and gives him a taste of his own shit?
Well, I'll admit I am not the most experienced in the actual architecture of sewage tunnels, so you might have to go on a little fact-finding of your own.
Could I make a history check?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a sort of argument for why I would know that.
Yeah,
There's
go ahead.
a lot of catacombs and underground stuff that are associated with, gravekeeping and death and all that.
Yep, go ahead and make a history.
Never mind.
You know enough that you would know that the sewage systems were built in a way that was kind of like, I don't know, cookie cutter almost for the various cities. So you can figure that it's close to, like, Drindir probably has a sewage system close to what Talva Vaxfall would have, but you don't have any idea of what it would actually, like, be.
So Graham takes a pull from his mead and says, well, I reckon it'd be the same in just about any place. The Orwellan Empire, when they came through, like to standardize.
So I'll look at Graham, and I'll, like, just to help you get another history check, do you reckon it might be a grid system?
Try another history check?
No, in this case it would probably be Otto attempting a history check.
Okay.
Do you think we should consider the pressure?
Let me do my history check real quick.
How do we get the pressure? Is it just an outflow pipe, or will we have to get the whole town involved?
Okay.
Nice.
Otto, so you do know enough about the way that the sewage system is set up. Maybe you read it in a book somewhere. Maybe just one day you found, like, whatever Viderheim.
You know what? When I was at my bar, when I was my bartender, I met some architects.
And they just decided to randomly talk about.
Drunk people talk about weird shit, man.
Yeah, they do.
So, thinking back to your bartending days, talking to some architects who had an interest in Orwellan sewage systems, they mentioned that the various sewage would tend to have different outflows that would then flow into an area for purification before dumping into the actual river, hopefully not contaminating the river itself. Uh, and if a few of the outflows are backed up, it could block the various sections of the city.
So we just need to locate the outflow into the river in its nearest account's residence and do some nefarious things to it.
You reckon the problem will become his problem fast enough that no permanent damage is done or anything worse to the people?
Well, if you can get it solved by tomorrow night, then that would be very good, because otherwise I have another plan in mind to permanently rob the Count of all of his various possessions.
Piffle looks up, suddenly interested. Now the conversation has turned from civil engineering to thievery.
So I look at him like, maybe he deserves both.
Well, either way, I would say try your plan first, and if it fails, then we'll go with my plan.
What exactly are the details of your plan?
I'm going to keep that one a little under my hat, as well. You do seem relatively on level, but I also don't exactly know who you are.
Fair enough. I do got responsibilities to the dead as well as the living, as long as they're not going to be offended by anything, and they're usually not. Shouldn't
Ian, with my history check, would I know like how many like outlets the city would have?
To an extent, like you can get an idea based on like the size, like
Yeah.
what they would tell you. So you would
So,
expect like 4, and probably
so
2
I
of them
would-
are black. Or currently 2 of them are probably blocked up for one reason or another.
So we would go to one of the other two. Okay.
All right.
So does Lucian actually know and like have any conjuration abilities for something that could help with this? I'm just kind of curious. Like, what has he seen that he can make tool-wise?
Many simple tools, and really, what is the job that needs to be done?
We want to back up all the shit from the Count's house back into like, so he suffers his own shit, so to speak.
Right. So what I was thinking is we need to find a mechanism of pressure, because how do we get this shit to go up into just his house, right? Not just the whole town, or else the town will be full of shit.
Well, we could block all his shit so that it doesn't flow out and it just stays within his region. Like, actually, how does?
Or break his outflow pipe, so all the shit that he make in his house stays there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
But one source of shit is smaller than all the sources of shit. I think what you want to do is make the shit from everywhere else
go to
him, rather than
right
make him slowly build up his own pile of shit.
Right, but how could you get enough pressure unless there's already some kind of pressure system?
I don't know. If there's something I can steal to make
to
that
flush
happen,
at the same time.
Let Piffle know. I'll let your boy.
I have no idea if like knowledge of an architecture system on my role would even let me know where the hell that would be in like this kind of system.
We could probably look up town records. They're sure to have something, and they probably had people complaining about the sewage system all week. So we can probably just go and look at the plans because they've already got them handy.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, I bet they got them out on a table with a bunch of beardy men frowning at them.
Yeah, let's do this.
We might want to send only one
where all the
person.
shit is supposed to leave the town, and then like make it go to
a landfill, which is his house.
Yeah.
We could always just pile shit in a truck and dump it on his front yard.
Well, I reckon whatever we do, probably don't want to show our faces around the plans when we're studying them. So I'd reckon maybe send one of us in disguise.
I can disguise you.
I can disguise myself too.
I'm not disguisable. Let's be honest.
For like 1 hour. I have a spell for this.
Might be handy.
I wish I could do it you, but I think I can only do it to myself.
All right.
Was this everything you dreamed of today, Ian?
I kind of suspected.
The team starts shit. It's always sunny in Voxfall.
It didn't take more than 5 minutes before this started.
For the record, I do not disapprove. This is awesome.
Yeah,
I think
no,
this is great. Fuck it. Let's see how this goes.
Okay. I mean, it's currently about 10 p.m. right now.
what, 6
Yeah,
people
we're
have
at the
agreed.
bar. We're doing the shit.
Five-
backfire tour down there.
5 people have agreed to back up.
So what's the plan here? We're cutting his outflow pipe or what?
So we need the plans to find out where the pressure, the origin of pressure is that we can modify, so we can just
We're looking for the plans.
alter it.
Okay.
Yep. That's what the disguise is coming in.
On the layout.
Then we can go to that point and do the modifications and whatever we need to do to just force all the shit into his house.
We'll have to work with whatever kind of system they've got. Might be some sort of gravity or sluice or system of pumps. I don't know. The dead are up to some wacky things. If they got stuff for functioning that was historically Orwellian, for all we know, there could be, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what a suitably futuristic or weird. Oh, I guess you could say, like, for all we know, there could be some sort of arcane system of locks down there, if they're still serviced. I sure hope.
Maybe
so.
it is just like a downward slope pipe. That's it. How big is the town?
Drindir, probably about 30,000 people.
Dang. And this dude's really gonna risk pissing off 30,000 people over his dick measuring contest with the Duke.
Not all of them, like, are... Yeah, and you should, like, be 30,000 people in, like, the city and surrounding area.
Ah, yeah.
So I'm feeling a little drunk. Should we just go break in tonight?
You know, usually when you start with "I'm
It's
feeling
10 p.m.
drunk" and then ask "should we," the answer is usually no. But we are on a time limit, ain't we?
Already late tonight, you know?
If we're getting ourselves into trouble, let's do it right. Let's see what we can see.
Okay. So, what's your plan? Where are you planning to go currently?
I would say we see if we could look into the plans first, or maybe even go into the sewers.
Okay.
Going into this first, get a peek. That's not a bad idea. We get a lot of information. From
We
that.
could at least see what the blockages look like.
Okay. So what do you want to do first? Records or see the actual sewers?
What do you guys think?
If we're gonna disguise
Cyrus
Lucian
doesn't
to
care
get the
about
records, should we not do both?
That's true. If we do a one-man operation into the records.
Yeah.
Because you did want to disguise them, because you don't want to be associated to this in
Yeah.
any capacity.
I mean, we are slowly building a reputation. Like the Crossblades, they have a dude who perfectly matches the description of the great shit bandit,
But we do a looky-loo
the
and
fecal phantom of Drindir.
send somebody in to get the records, see who it is, and we capture them, disguise myself as them, and get the records.
Lucien might be a little more drunk than he was previously anticipating.
Haha.
I might have to LARP this. I have some sequential. I can go get it and start day drinking.
It's a Sunday. Who cares?
Mm.
All right. So, wherever you'd like to go, just let me know. Whatever your plan is, just because you have a few different things you want to do, so let me know what you want to do first.
We're good at this. I guess we can.
Let's go check the sewers out.
Okay.
I guess. Well, who's going to
So,
be
we
doing?
get
Is
Lucian
it Lucian
ready.
going to be doing the
Yeah.
plans?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, send me to go
Okay.
do some sneaky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Send me
You,
in, coach.
Should I go by myself or should
You're-
in Piffle go?
Probably Piffle too.
Just because he's the super.
Since you guys are both really sneaky.
I'm kind of sneaky,
ourselves.
but he's the
Yeah.
pro. Definitely, he should be in on it.
I'll use my spy camera,
Crazy, we're splitting the party here.
my tiny spy camera, to photograph the plants.
Mhm.
I won't. That doesn't exist. But if it did, I would.
It's like the most mundane task. We're like sneaking around.
Just like drunkenly putting on a disguise kit badly while going like dun 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 dun. dun.
I take a large of my mead. Let's go.
Okay. Well, step one. Everyone, please make Constitution saves so I can see how drunk you actually are.
Hooray!
Oh wait, saves.
Fiffle is pretty heavily inebriated.
Oh dear.
Graham is pretty heavily inebriated. Otto is fine.
He's
Lucian,
never had mead before, and he's kind of underestimating how sweet it is compared
Jesus.
to ale.
This is a DC 11 save, guys.
Nobody can roll an 11.
If there was any session to be appropriately wasted for,
This is it.
Perfect.
All right. Of your team, only Otto has his wits about him. The rest of you are. Chungus is maybe like pretty buzzed, but it's still okay. But the rest of you are pretty heavily drunk.
We are fucked.
The mead is sweet and it goes down easy.
I
Good for us.
get a bit Scottish when I'm drunk.
The thief with you, he is less than enthused about like what your plan is, but he's willing to wait and see you try and enact it.
he's already like, all right, so when they take the heat off my plan, I can
Yeah,
do that
exactly.
while they're in jail.
It's more like these guys are awesome.
He stands up
Like shut.
Flourishes
like,
his
shut
hat.
everybody out.
and makes his way out of the meat hall. He just yells back, "Meet me here tomorrow night, please."
I
At which point, yeah, the night is yours, with only Otto who is not wasted.
Enjoy your watchmaker mode.
Otto,
Do you
have another drink. You're not drunk enough.
Yes.
all right? Like single file out. Let's get this underway.
All
I
right.
don't know
Oh,
if we can
Jesus.
trust you.
Number
Otto.
one.
I don't think you can trust yourselves right now.
I once met a ghost of a guy who'd been drowned in a wine vat. He was drunk as a ghost for eternity.
Do you guys want to go blow up stuff under the city?
Yes, that
Whatever
sounds
you
fun. Let's
want.
do that, please.
Let's go blow stuff up under the city. Don't make Chungus feel better.
This guy is spinning.
Well,
I like to have fun.
Can I go get more alcohol?
yeah.
You're just like, no, I am not doing this as the only sober one.
Yeah.
It's too much responsibility.
The bartender there offers to pour you another drink. He's like, "But if you're looking to leave, I can sell you a bottle of mead for 5 silver."
Definitely a good idea.
I'm gonna give the freaking.
Ooh, baby, I like this order.
What if I give the meat to them?
I mean, they'll stay drunk longer.
How much longer?
So
Depends how much-
longer.
It would depend how much they drank.
No,
The bottle could probably, just for ease, I would say it would hold 10 cups worth of mead. You know, it's a nice sized bottle.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay.
Kaido has decided he's gonna Kaido's had a lot to drink and is gonna be sleeping it off in the in a room upstairs.
Can you do a Constitution check for him anyway?
Yeah, sure. Just for
Just.
Kind of you softy. You're always going to bed early.
he actually has proficiency.
Passed.
He's still a little. Yeah, he's fine, but he's like, and the mead's
drink
making me
extra.
tired, so he's gonna take a nap. He's
Drink
going.
extra.
It's actually not upstairs. It's downstairs. They dug underground
Ah,
for the rooms
Okay.
below.
we are getting into the Scandinavian towns.
Let's just go downstairs. I'll just push everybody downstairs for now.
Okay, so you're making sure everybody goes to bed.
I'm making sure everybody. Yeah, we can do this in the morning.
Okay.
We're gonna
Oh
need to do
no,
this.
no. It's
Shut up, you're drunk.
Well, what is everybody else doing? Are they going down with Are they going down with Otto?
Graham
If
will
you-
go with Otto.
If you run off, I'm not responsible for you, and if you're in jail, you're staying in jail.
No, you're coming. You need to drink more.
How much does
Let's go
Lucian weigh?
check it out. We're running out of time.
Probably like 100 pounds. I don't know.
Yeah, just pick him up and just like. pull him through.
Well, make an athletics check, and then
How
Lucian,
slippery is he?
you can make either an athletics check or an acrobatics check to try and like slip out from Otto's
Yeah,
grip.
good chance.
No, I'm too drunk. I don't even see it coming.
Tuck
Just
under
pick
a
him up
arm.
like this. Let's go.
Just like the world was already spinning. Like I don't.
I'll hand him over to Chungus and like Chungus, hold him for me, and follow me.
Good kitty. Because Chungus ain't here.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that feels
figured.
good. Chungus, I love you.
Chungus, you are currently have been handed Lucian to hold.
Mixed up.
Oh, this is gonna be bad for you now.
Chungus, you currently been handed Lucian to hold because he's too drunk. What do you do?
Oh, why don't I give you a piggyback ride there, Lucian? Come here. Hop on, buddy.
Oh, I love you, Chungus. You're the man.
You smell nice. Yeah, no, it's always my pleasure, buddy. I love you like a brother.
Oh,
Okay.
Kielbasa,
what are we
eggs, and
doing,
cheese.
Otto? You gotta drink.
Do I need to
buddy.
do I need to make an athletics check?
Oh, I
I'm very
did it to pick him
powerful.
up.
He's very small.
He's not contesting it, so no need to make a check.
All
Potatoes.
right. Let's sleep this off so we can actually soberly handle this.
Okay.
Where's my gosh darn omelet selection here?
So, we'll just go 8 hours ahead into the morning, the early morning. So about 6 a.m., give or take. You wake up. Most of you have bad hangovers. Otto doesn't. Chungus, he was close enough that he doesn't have a hangover. The rest of you are pretty hungover.
They don't have a Polish omelet here? What the fuck?
Nope, Drindir doesn't have Polish omelets.
Well, that's bullshit, Ian.
Drindir
That's
doesn't
the
have
only way that I
Polish.
can cure a hangover, so fuck you, Drindir.
So
The noise above is a little much for some of you, having just woken up. Mostly Graham, Fiffle, Lucian.
You know those guys.
yeah, and Kaido's still sleeping.
Kaido's just deciding. He just tells you he's got like some things he's gonna handle throughout the day after he wakes up a little more, and he'll meet you back here at night.
So Biffle and Lucian are going to get the plans to the sewage set up to where the pump is, right? That's what you guys wanted to do?
I think so.
And the rest of us will go take a scouting tour of the sewage system to see
Yeah.
what it looks like. Where the block, I guess we should go where the blockage is just to see how it's getting blocked. Maybe emulate it if we can.
Okay. So, well, I guess we'll start with Lucian and Fiffle. So you have been tasked to find the actual sewage plans. How do you want to go about finding those?
So I do have a disguised self.
Okay.
Spell. Let me see how long it lasts. It only lasts an hour. Either we can disguise ourselves as somebody who works there, maybe, and or somebody completely random.
Okay. Well, where are you even trying to go to?
Biffle, being deeply intoxicated, attempts to disguise himself,
I mean, Fiffle,
but he looks kind of like a clown.
yeah, Fiffle, you
Hmm.
like... Actually, Fiffle, you probably did prepare that disguise kit.
Yeah,
While you were
Biffle dresses
drunk.
himself as a clown.
Nice.
You do know in Drindir that there are various, like, it's got the annex of the history, like, it's got the college's history annex, one of those. There's, like, halls of records, that would be pretty standard. So,
Yeah, sure. We could check that out first.
Okay. So you want to go to the Hall of Records then? Okay. Well, you don't really have an idea of where it is, so
Can we search around?
Fiffle dressed as a clown next to a cat. Also, Fiffle has a skeleton rat on his shoulder. Go ahead and just try and find.
Looking like a character.
How exactly do you want to go and find this Hall of Records?
Can I ask just a passerby?
Yes, you can. Just find a random woman who is just going to work.
You there?
Yeah.
She
Excuse
sees.
me, miss. Do you know where I can find the Hall of Records?
Make a persuasion check, considering how Fiffle looks, and he's made sure to stick right next to you.
What up?
No. She just looks at the cat and at Fiffle, dressed as a clown with a dead rat on his shoulder. Nope, I know Hall of Records. Goodbye. She holds her like cloth over her nose and just like makes her way down the street. Fiffle.
I know. I'll ask a policeman.
You see a guard walking.
Genuinely, if it's 500 a night or less, it's fine. That's right.
You see a guard walking down the road. He's got a piece of like cloth wrapped around his face.
Piffle kind of goes up alongside him and like tugs on his sleeve.
Huh?
Excuse me, sir.
The nine hells are you?
I'm a humble circus clown. Don't mind me. I'm merely looking for the town hall and a hall of
The
records.
circus clown.
Make a persuasion check.
I don't want to look, but I'm going to. Oh god.
Wow.
Piss off.
I'm terribly sorry.
Takes like the end of his spear and just like kind of harshly hits you in the stomach.
Dude. Man, fuck these guys.
Clowns looking for City Hall. What is the world coming to?
Clown apocalypse.
Okay, so
Piffle kind of wheezes. Maybe you can try, Jacques.
Maybe you go what?
You can try.
To the guard. Excuse me. I'm sorry for my friend and our intrusion. We're looking for the Hall of Records. We are not clowns trying to take over the town. Don't worry.
your specific denial of one bizarre detail is piqued his interest, if not his not his just like being paranoid. All right, go ahead and roll a persuasion.
The guard tells you that.
You're not going to leave me alone until I tell you are. All right. Down the road, take a left. It's the big building. Leave me alone.
Sure. What's the building called?
The Hall of Records.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. And we head that way and tip out. You know, good looks.
Fucking clowns and cats. Just mutters to himself as he walks away.
Oh yeah.
All right. Maybe we just go in there and see what we can find, and then do any kind of disguises we may need.
Okay. So you see, it's a squat building, made of marble. It does have the pillars out front in a very similar style to the other halls or records or town halls you've seen. Looks like it would be that's kind of standard Orwellian architectural style. You see some people milling around, going in or out, but it's not too busy, especially like this time of the morning. Mostly looks like you see people with like ink stains on their hand. Maybe there's some kind of bureaucrat or clerk or something.
Perfect. This looks perfect. Let's go in here and look for signs for records or hall keeping or anything like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, Lucian, have you disguised yourself at this point, or no?
People, how important is this disguise? What are we planning? What's the plan A and plan B before we go?
I think we just don't want to be have it known that we were examining the sewer plans.
Yeah, before whatever the fuck we're about to do to the sewer system.
Right.
So, like, we would like it to be known that there was just a random clown and someone who's not you
Okay.
happened to examine the sewer.
Yeah, were I to give him a physical description, I would say he definitely didn't look like a cat named Lucian.
Okay, so we will use disguise self.
Okay. Lucian, what do you want to disguise yourself as?
Just like a normal guy again. Just like different than the normal guy who is from the fire, though. Not that guy. Like a
Average human. Definitely not
average height, random face.
Lucian disguises himself, average height, kind of just like an average face you've seen. He looks like the most generic person you've ever seen.
Turn yourself into an Oblivion NPC.
As long as he doesn't look like the guy who burned down the warehouse.
No, Lucian would have it. You step out from the street to actually do this. Lucian has that enough wherewithal. Lucian, for 1 hour, you look like the world's most average man.
Excellent. Let's do this.
So, the world's most average man and the clown walk into a hall of records.
Juxtaposition.
I will go up to the clerk and ring the bell.
There's a clerk there, a younger woman,
Ding, ding, ding.
kind of dirty blonde hair, half elf. She looks like. She looks down at you. Hello.
Hello, yes. I am Peanut Harcourt.
Peanut Harcourt.
You said Peter Parker.
No, Peanut Harcourt.
Oh, okay.
Well-known circus clown. And this is my associate.
Great.
It fluff.
Yes. He is a civil engineer, and I work for the circus. We are interested in studying methods of waste management. Could we see the plans for your sewers, please?
She pulls out a sheet of paper. Here's a requisition form for you to fill out.
Oh, we do so love forms. Thank you.
She hands you an ink and quill. And it just asks for, standard stuff. Name. It asks reason for justification for seeing records. It asks the specific records you're looking for. And a signature and a date.
Yep, we falsify everything except the specific records we're looking for.
Okay. You sign your name to it. You hand it back over. She slowly reaches out and slides it back to her. Okay, we'll have this filed away, and you should get those records in about a week's time.
Oh my. Well, you see, our carriage to the next place that we're going leaves tomorrow. Is there a chance that we could expedite the process?
I mean, I normally have to follow this proper procedures, but we'll at least keep your file on record for next time you come.
What if Mr. Shiny Goldpiece here were to assist you in finding the records? Slide a gold piece across the counter.
Fiffle, make a persuasion check. It'll be a lower DC because of the gold. She slowly puts her hand on the gold piece. She makes sure you take your hand off it. She puts her hand on the gold, slides it back over, and she just says, "Oh, well, look at this. It seems your files have gone directly to the front." And she just looks, let's see here, sewage records. You and about 1,000 other people. She heads in back, and after about 15 minutes comes back and just sheet, like big old thick binder. Here you go. You can't leave the building with them, but here they are. Just make sure you look them over and return them when you're done.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for your help.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you, Mr. Peanut. What circus do you perform with anyway? If I wanted to go see you.
Oh, it's because he's in
Oh,
his
the best
pajamas
one.
and his costume.
What's that one?
The finest one in the land, Biffle says
What-
over his shoulder as he walks off to a side room to examine the records.
This was a very good decision on our part. This is great.
Yes.
Okay. So Lucian and Fiffle are going to entering the room. They are ambushed by were-rats, at which point they are bitten up.
What now?
Nope,
One
it's
of
an
the
empty.
rare rats is Chungus.
Or where?
It's an empty room. There's a table, there's chairs. You have sewerage records in front of you. It's thick-ish. What are you looking for exactly within the records?
Welcome to D&D, where you search through sewage records.
Yeah, did you expect this, like, when you first started D&D, where you're just like, I'm going to be searching through sewage records, I know it.
It's awesome, but it's awesome.
Yeah, in fairness, we're doing it for something that could arguably get us hung for treason.
Oh yeah, no, this is amazing. I'm loving this. We're looking for, obviously, specifically the Duke's situation with his sewage and
Okay.
where it is in relation, and any kind of indication for pressures, systems, and/or grid systems. I would say.
Go ahead, just make a flat intelligence check, and you can just search through the records.
Can I reroll luck?
Yep, go ahead and re-roll that. Nope. So, the sewage.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I figure you're two splitting it up, so I would have Fiffle can go ahead and...
Yeah, I mean,
Roll
Biffle's
as well.
intelligence is 11, so here it is. 33. Biffle is pretty sure that these are some drawings.
Looking through the sewage records... Well, we'll start with Fiffle. Fiffle, you're looking through the sewage records. It's a lot of, like, details about repairs. It's a lot of details about the stone that's used. You get bored after, like, 5 minutes. So you decide to go and do something else that's more stimulating. Lucian.
Sounds about right.
You are looking through these records, and holy shit, are these dry. It's just... You can understand why Fiffle decided to fuck off so quick, because it's... like, it's just details, it's repairs, it's civil engineers who just signed off and, like, had another civil engineer sign off that said, yep, this first civil engineer did a good job of signing off. There is a map, you can't make heads or tails of it, you don't know how it relates to anything beyond it just looking like it's the sewers.
Alright. Can I use, or can one of us use a forgery kit to make a copy of the records?
Yeah. Yeah, you could try to make a copy of the record over the course of... Well, let's see. What are you trying to... Which parts are you trying to copy exactly? Like the actual, like, notes that indicate, like, the repairs? Or do you want to actually just copy the map, or both?
I mean, with my intelligence roll of 3, I don't know what's important here, so I'm probably trying to copy everything I can.
Okay. Probably take you about 4 hours.
Okay. Do we need to worry about materials, parchments, and things?
Did you refill your
Or
forgery
getting
kit?
through those things?
Did you refill the forgery kit since the last time you used it?
I genuinely don't recall. We did use it at some point for something.
You
and
used...
I don't think I
I don't know if we
specifically
ever.
I would say you would have. That's pretty relevant for Piffle.
Alright, well, for now, we'll say he did, yeah. At some point, he picked up enough stuff to recreate,
Right,
like, the
just when we were
forgery
in town somewhere, yeah.
He
We
stole
call
the
this
stuff.
fail-forward game design.
Yeah,
I like how
Fiffle...
we actually come up with semi-coherent plans for what we need to do, and then we just fuck up every roll to do it.
All right,
That's
the way
life,
it should
isn't
be.
it?
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Here we go. I roll a 10 with my +6 on the force.
All right, so Fiffle, you make a somewhat okay copy of the map.
Pretty good
it's
copy, but it's in crank.
yeah, it's definitely like you think you got the scale okay-ish. It's at least the basic like shape of the map.
A square.
Can Lucian assist me on this roll? Well, I already made it.
Yeah, but that's like so you spend an hour like copying the map as best you could. The rest is just the like the actual repair notes.
So is this something that like this is weird, but mechanically like I have this conjuration thing, so I can conjure books, right? Is this something that I can like just look through and then conjure?
Let me take a look just real quick at
That's an
your class
interesting
guide.
concept.
Because it says you can conjure any object. In this case, the object is like this binder of papers.
Information.
Yeah, let me take a look here. Yeah, yep. Can conjure an inanimate object in your hand. Can be no longer. Must be that of a non-magical object. It's interesting. A book. I imagine what you could do is you could copy the book, but not the actual words inside of the book.
Did he copy images?
That's what I'm saying. Like, where I have to like, do I have like a photographic memory? Gonna just like look at all the pages.
I think that'd be the issue. Is yeah, if funny enough, if you had the keen mind feat, I would say that yes, you could in fact remember and summon everything in the pages. But if you don't have a keen mind, you're like basing it off of your memories.
Hey Ed, you know what this is? This is Eden. We're gonna have to recreate the sewer system based off our memory of when we read it.
Oh God.
We're gonna get the wrong house.
We did it, guys. Like you just collapsed the entire city.
We've left it exponentially worse than it was before.
Yeah.
The center of the city has collapsed.
Evil, this is tough. This is not looking good. What
That's
should
what?
It's been about an hour. You just hear a knock at the door.
Copying skills are unimpeachable.
Are you done with those records yet? We need them back.
Excuse me, just out of curiosity, can you make copies?
Well, she opens the door. Who the hell are you?
Hello,
Forgot about
I'm
your
Kid
disguise.
I'm gonna go grab that beer.
Lucian, it's been an hour. Your disguise self wore off.
Oh, shit. Oh yeah, it's just bored. I'm a magician, so sometimes I transform myself into things. Today I decided to be a cat.
Make a deception roll.
I will.
That is the disguise.
Okay. It doesn't matter. Are you done with the records?
Well, we were just wondering, is there a way to copy these records? Can we make a copy?
If you pay to
Copies
have,
of copy machine?
Okay.
I mean, if you pay, we can send it off to some scribes to create a copy of it. It'll take a few hours.
Few hours? It's the morning, right? We can spare a few hours for this, maybe.
All right. Well, give us. It's gonna
We
be
can just,
3.
to have that going on in the background.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can expedite this again, right? For our slippery friend, the gold coin.
3.
3 gold coins to expedite this? Yes, sure.
Hey, I gotta pay the scribes too. All
3
right.
gold coins. Here you go. You
She
leave me-
looks at as she comes and collects the records. Look at Fiffle's crappy or let's say it's okay-ish. She looks at his okay-ish attempt to copy it. Well, the copy you're getting will be a little more professional. Just takes the book and the map, puts it all back together. It's like come back in 3 hours.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
sounds good. We hightail it out of there.
You hightail out of there. Okay, so as you're hightailing out of there, at the same time that this was all going on, we'll cut to the remaining team. You were looking for the actual sewers themselves.
Still recovering from that chapter.
That was amazing. I'm so happy we did that.
Yeah, Lucy with that fucking 15 deception roll.
Let's
Good
go.
enough. Yeah. After all of our shitty rolls.
That's what gets me every time. We schmooze our way in and then we fuck our way up.
I know, we really like have a lot of elaborate shit that we work out that like falls through based on our shitty rolls.
This is how Wile E. Coyote works.
That's true.
Roadrunner cartoons follow this exact formula.
Okay then. Well, you, the remaining team, you find yourselves out on the street.
Who will feed Chungus out on the street?
I
What do you
need
do?
pie.
Dude, what?
I need cherry pie.
You only get cherry pie when you have near-death experiences.
Oh yeah, right. Well, I think the dynamic in our relationship is going to change, and I'm going to need some pie up front.
Chungus, that
Graham,
seems
Graham
like
pats Chungus on the arm. We'll get you
Otto,
some pie, buddy.
Otto's gonna look at Chungus like that seems like a
Thanks,
very
Graham.
very significantly more intelligent statement than I'm used to from you.
I may be dumb, but even I know not to work for free.
Listen,
I
when
wish
I
that-
had a taste of that pie, it changed me. Something awakened inside of me.
maybe we should get you
Feelings that I
that
never felt before.
feelings of pie.
It was a really good pie.
You don't know though. Like he ate it himself in like a few bites.
That's why we know it's a good pie. Chungus doesn't eat anything but good food. That's why he fed the horses his rations. So based off of my my previous role, Ian, would I know where to look for on the outskirts of the city, like where the sewage?
No, not off that roll. I mean, you see like a manhole cover in the road.
Yeah, going through a manhole on the road is probably not the best idea. We did want to take a look at the actual blockage, I suppose.
I'll be right back. It sounds like there's a fucking war going on outside my house.
Okay. Well,
Careful.
hopefully not.
Bring your AK.
Careful.
This is not going to be a good day.
Put yourself into any
Come back.
unnecessary.
Matt shows up with his AK
Did you know
outside.
Ice
Get the
Cube's
fuck off
good
my
day was
property.
birthday?
What?
November 30th, 1988. They figured out based on the MTV commercials what day Ice-T's Good Day was about, and it's November 30th, 1988. That's my birthday.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that was a good day.
Aw. All right, I'll be back.
All right. So,
Is there? Can we take a look around, see if we can find any manholes that are less in the open?
yeah, try an investigation roll. See if you can like suss one out.
Can I +4 myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna need this +4 probably. This
13.
13. It's above average.
You kind of find like a less used road that would still have a manhole cover on it.
Hey, Sergi. I'm back.
How unused is it? Like, do I see anybody around here? Can I
Like the
+4
large.
myself for the? Can I +4 myself for the obvious perception roll coming up?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Are we investigating or perceiving or what?
They-
Yeah, just checking shit out.
So there's a manhole in the street, but I wanted to find a less conspicuous one.
You see, like, where before the larger road had a bunch of people, going to and from. This road, you don't really see anybody like on it. It looks like it is just lined by houses that people, they only come. Like they leave their house to go to work, they come back at night, so there's not too many people like actually traveling down it right now. But you see a couple of people, like an old man on the porch. You see like a washerwoman kind of like doing the laundry along the side. Just somebody in the like second floor. Jeez, freaking car with a muffler going down the road.
What
You
that
see,
noise was?
yeah.
Oh, heard that.
Yeah, you see somebody in the second floor who's just kind of like resting on the windowsill, looking out. Oh my god, a cat! How lovely.
Lucian.
Uh,
Yeah.
Lucy would be cute-ish if he wasn't the size of a person.
Do I don't know. The how strong is the smell of the sewage here compared to like where it was originally?
It's pretty strong. Like,
Is it
it's pretty
stronger?
strong. You can't really tell the difference, like how strong it is, depending, like where you are. But yeah, like you can just really smell this like heavy sewage smell throughout the whole area.
Hmm. Um. Do you want to just get into the sewers or talk to these people first or distract them while we have like maybe open the sewer?
I'd say we could probably get into the sewer. Graham's gonna kind of make himself like a gator neck wrap or something.
Okay.
And if he's got the material for it, I think he should. He'll tear more strips and he'll give them out to the rest of the guys.
Okay. So Graham just rips up some cloth, wraps it around his face. Everybody else wraps it around their face to keep like the smell out.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, what kind of do we need to just strength check this manhole cover?
Yeah, it's athletics to pick it up. Manhole covers are pretty heavy.
Two-man it?
Chungus. Yeah.
Yes.
2-man it. Chungus is
Yes.
our strongest man on the
Okay.
job.
I
guess
think I have the
advantage.
best athletics. Yeah.
Okay, Chungus can go ahead and roll athletics. Yep, Chungus just like puts his finger in, just whoop. The old man just sees this. Huh. Just keeps sitting on his chair.
I'll wave at the old man.
Just kind of waves back as best he can.
Just go down the sewer.
Okay. As the manhole cover opens up, the scent of sewage just hits you immediately. It's like overwhelmingly strong. The wraps around your face help a little bit, but yeah, it's pretty bad. And it's also very dark.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well,
It's
he
also
has
very
his-
dark down there. Like,
Graham will
The light.
unshutter his lamp after we get down there. I have a domain spell, blindness, deafness. Would I be able to extend that to block another sense and do like lack of smell?
yeah, I could say that. I could see that for like this specific purpose. You're just like beseeching your god, please, for the love of everything, just
Disable the olfactory system for a minute. I
just
think it's only on one target, unfortunately. Yeah, it's one creature I can see.
So
okay.
based off of where
No,
we
just yourself.
went down, Ian, would I know like this direction is the general way that the river would be, I guess?
You would need to kind of like you need to orient yourself.
Yeah, like if I went down and I knew like as I went down to my right is the river type of thing.
Well, yeah, like you know which way, like you can identify which way is like east, west, north, south based upon the sun's location. The river is going to be to the southwest. So you figure you're kind of oriented north when you jumped in, so you look to this what you believe is southwest, and there is a wall of a tunnel there. As the tunnel goes like basically north and south.
Okay. So
And as you jump in, you also just like the portion of the river, the sewage system, has little small walkways for maintenance, have completely overfilled as the spillway in the center has filled up, and you find yourselves almost knee deep in waste.
lovely.
That sounds great.
What a delight.
Just can everybody go ahead and make a Constitution save?
Does the
It
casting
helps.
of-
Yeah, it helps. Chungus is fine. Chungus is just like
All right, let me.
I don't smell anything.
Fucking
Everything's
course.
fine.
auto
Fucking course.
vomits.
Fucking course.
Graham is fine.
It's just to make up for the fact that you were the only one who passed your get drunk roll yesterday.
I know. I'd rather
Okay.
have failed that, to be honest.
Chungus.
Graham will offer to cast another block smell on you.
Okay.
On Otto.
Okay, so Otto, still a bit lightheaded from like the initial burst of like scent. It disappears completely. It's weird because you can get air into your nose, but you don't smell anything, so it's very very strange. But after the initial entry into the sewage, you are okay.
I was just gonna be like, well, you know what? The next D&D game, like, he has no sense of any of the senses except sight.
He can't hear, can't touch anything.
No, I can hear and see. That's all. I have no feeling, no smell.
Honestly, I kind of like that no feeling thing, but what I would do is I would control your hit points.
Oh, like whatever it's called. Oh, chronic insensitivity to pain in Rogue Legacy.
Yep.
You can't see your health bar.
You wouldn't know how fucked up you are.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Damn it.
But yes, you currently have a north. The tunnel is heading to the north and directly to the south, along the road that you are on.
We should have built like a fucking sewer raft.
Mm.
All right, so I know it's southwest, so let's head south, I guess.
Okay. You travel through this like waste. And you travel for a ways. At which point you come across an intersection, heading basically like west and east.
Can we see anything in either way? I guess Chungus would also, like, Chungus can actually see it in the dark, so.
Graham would also have his like
Graham-
thing on
yeah,
his
Graham
head.
could see too. Yeah.
So I mean, it's really just like filled up, and you don't see like it like beyond the tunnel itself, and just like the like this stream of waste. Make a perception check.
Who is
Can I deform
Chungus?
myself for this? Or
Yes.
Who?
Or this would be more reactive, but you would see that Graham
You
sees
don't
that
want Chungus doing that.
Graham sees that the like kind of stream of waste is very very slowly kind of like heading to the west.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking, going west.
Well, I guess we know which way it flows.
Let's go west.
So you travel down the western path for a while longer, spending about an hour kind of like slowly like pushing your way through. It's like traveling through a marsh where like it just sticks to your boots. At which point you arrive at a section of the tunnel that has kind of like caved in a little bit. You see a bunch of rocks that had like sagged in and fallen, and the waste has begun to fill up these rocks, and it's kind of backing up. It's getting to about chest height of where you are, and it's
Lord,
a decent portion.
that is not tenable. This guy's a fuckface. Without even being asked, like when they hit the point where there's just a chest high wall of shit in front of them, like Graham just kind of raises a hand and then casts his last second level slot to give Chungus immunity to smell.
Chungus, you are free from the burden of scent.
Chungus has a very strong constitution, so.
I'm actually out of second level spells. I'm gonna want
Wow,
to
I-
rest before tonight.
I mean,
I can't smell anything anymore. I think I might have COVID.
Stop the steal! I was at the January 6th insurrection.
About
Trump
the,
is our savior. He's not a politician. He's a savior.
it's about the intelligence
My
level I'd
name's
expect.
Clyde.
Yeah, this is what happens if you put on like the cursed version of that amulet that makes orcs smarter.
So yeah,
It's a mega hat.
You just find yourself at a chest-high wall of shit. Well, yeah.
Well, this isn't the first time I've been in this situation before.
I'm sorry to hear that, Chungus. I've got some trowels and it's soft enough, but
Well, I guess I'm going in.
Okay.
you're a good man, Chungus. The
It's
simple.
on my face.
Chungus, go ahead and make a athletics check to attempt to dig even a little bit of this out.
Can I assist him?
You don't
He
want
just.
to get too close, Graham.
How many
really don't.
shovels do you have? Unless you want to use your hands.
I don't. I've just got the graveyard kit one.
This isn't
Okay.
Darkest Dungeon.
So,
Special
Chungus,
needs-
you do actually make a decent headway. You'll get a little bit of the stones out of the way, and a little bit of the blockage out of the way, although, you would notice as you're pushing it past, you would see that basically there's bits of like stone archway that acts as load bearing, and as you're moving some of this, the archway is sagging in a little more.
Ooh.
I think there might be a little bit of structural damage here, fellas. Are any of you guys an engineer?
Lucian.
Our
thought
engineers
they
went to
knew
go
each other.
read.
Yeah.
Hey, Chungus, did you know that Fiffo and Lucian are engineers?
I don't
We are
really
now.
know.
We have these
I'm real
plans and
stupid.
documents.
Am I?
You're-
You are now.
Well,
That's how Fiffle introduced you. You're all you're clown engineers.
Engineers.
I believe I introduced myself as a clown, with Lucian as an
Yeah.
we engineer fun, okay?
Insanity.
clown engineering.
Yes.
I'm kind of thinking is like, does Lucian actually have an explosive spell?
I've shattered, which works particularly well on rocks. Like if we want to do cave-in stuff.
I've got mending as a cantrip. I might be able to try to shore the thing a little.
Now, most of the tunnel's seen a little bit of like a collapse, which is what's filled it in. So where you could attempt to shore it up over the course of it's a minute to cast, and there's a bunch of them, so it'll probably take you about an hour to like get even a little bit of headway.
No, we could do it. Let me look at how long the stank protection lasts. I assume because it's normally you have to make saving throws to get rid of it.
Actually,
We're
Is
just
your-
intentionally like not trying to.
now that I think about it, is that concentration based? Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, you could attempt to mend it. It'd probably take about an hour's time to like do that.
Yeah, I guess we might as well. I mean, if we're gonna be fucking around down here anyway, we don't want this to collapse on us.
Okay. So it takes about an hour. You shore up what you can. Like some of the cracks in the stone have been, sealed up to keep them together. It looks more structurally sound than it was a while ago.
Can we get through?
Yeah, you could attempt to climb over the wall height. Like you got to squeeze through the top of it, but you could do it.
I hate it here.
Okay, so yeah, if you wanted to, you could like clamber up and squeeze through with an acrobatics check.
Is the acrobatics check going to determine if you fall down?
Just if you can get over it.
What are you trying to do? Take a look, Matt?
Yeah, I wanted to see if we could continue on towards stuff.
Can Chungus lift them up so you can take a look?
Chungus could give like an athletics check to lower the DC.
That would
of
be
the
good.
I don't know where Chungus.
Like I don't know if we can both like help him like take a look.
I'll just roll for Chungus quickly.
Y'all have a bite.
This is just an athletics check. Graham, you're
health?
too
Is that-
slick with shit.
Would you believe that's the second time I've heard that? God damn it.
You
At least
just
it
nope.
wasn't a one.
Chungus attempts to like lift you up as you attempt to like squeeze through, and you just like get all over the like you just kind of like face first, and you slide back in.
Can I try?
Yeah. Otto, with a bit of work, you're able to like clamber up and squeeze through, and you find yourself on the other side. The actual walkways are open, and the spillway, like the area where like the actual like waste would be in the center, is very low, almost like
Can
completely like. Yep.
assist them in getting up here?
Yeah, if they wanted to, they could make another acrobatics, and then you could do an athletics to try and grab on and pull them forward. All right, Graham.
Does he need that? Does he need the assistance now?
Graham, full of rage or some sort of like cold fury, just like
Angry hillbilly noises.
just gets up and over, just like on the other side.
Invokes the power of the red Necronomicon.
Oh.
And I think Chungus is gonna try too.
Chungus, you can attempt to acrobatics your way through.
Acrobatics.
Yep, just to kind of like get
And I
up and
think-
over,
I
and
think
then
can we strength?
Yeah, can the two of us help pull him up?
yeah, both of you just make like strength rolls in this or athletics. I'm sorry to see if you can like squeeze Chungus
This
through.
isn't something I can't.
He's a big boy.
This is something I can't guidance myself.
Toby,
with
get out of
before,
here. You
can I?
pooped here last night.
No, just roll your athletics.
I got you.
Chungus, you find yourself stuck halfway through. It's going to need
Oh.
you to squeeze through one more time with just an athletics to push your way through.
Athletics is a little bit more
Yeah,
like
so
puppetry.
you get through. Like, you get swedged in a little bit, but you're able to, like, get yourself pushed through. This side, you can see that, yeah, the tunnel is not full anymore. Like, it's not, like, up to your waist as it had been as you approach the,
So my question is, can we see the light, like the end of the tunnel?
You do see some light as you look down the tunnel.
So, is there anything the three of us like you guys can think we can do to possibly make some kind of opening into this thing? Maybe like in the middle or the lower section, because it just seeping out would eventually just keep pushing the rocks either down or through.
Hmm.
Let me see. I don't know if I have any. Ian, how does divine smite work if I use it like an inanimate object?
I mean, you could.
Would it cause it to explode the rocks?
I would do damage to the rock, but
I don't
Yeah.
I don't think rocks or cave in are like properly statted here with like HP.
I would give it like an AC and a like hit points to determine like how like much you'd have to do.
How thick was this anyway?
It was pretty thick. Like it was about like maybe a foot or two thick. It's not like, you know, a solid piece of stone. It's like loose
it's like-
rubble that like
yeah.
forms that amount, and it
Yeah, I was
definitely
just
gets
thinking, like,
thicker
I
at the
was thinking
base.
Yeah, I was thinking if like it's like, you know, if I divine smited it, it would just like make it like kind of explode in different directions.
Might do. Hmm.
Like I think my concept is right, but I don't know if it would work in terms of like game mechanics.
You could definitely try it and
let's
see
hit
if like it works.
Okay, let's hit it. What do I got to lose here? So I just do my halberd thing.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it's loose rubble.
has no-
So it's, you know, it's somewhat densely packed, but it's, you know, not terribly so. So
Instead of like slashing it, I'm kind of like piercing into it, I guess.
yeah, so you just go ahead, roll damage. Okay, 11 slashing
And-
damage or stabby damage. So you
yeah,
like
so it's kinda
swipe at it.
stabbed in there. Yeah, so like how much did I get into it?
Not a lot. it
Is
cuts
there
in a
like
little bit, and then like it shifts and just kind of fills in what you've done.
I guess I can divine smite it and see if it does anything else.
Okay. So you'd have to
Uh,
make another attack roll against it.
the D. Oh, what is it? Let me see. What is the? What is it? I'm trying to see what I have to roll here.
Yeah, it's a 2d8.
2d8. 2d8.
Yeah, it like blows a small hole, but like once again it shifts a little bit and just kind of it's definitely a little bit shorter. Like you've definitely have gotten some of it out, but it doesn't look
How
like a
much?
lot has been done.
Hmm. But this side is dried out, right? This
Yeah.
this is like an actual.
Yep.
How much can we do by hand?
It's pretty thick. Like definitely, it's several. It's like 2 feet thick, thicker on the base, but like you would say that at its thinnest point, probably about 2 feet, as the slight bit of collapse has occurred in the tunnel.
Yeah.
So it probably would take you several hours to get some headway.
Hmm.
I don't have anything with like force or some shit like that, so.
Force
I'm
is
out of
just
it.
means like force is just pure magic rather than
Well,
like
some of it can move. Like,
Yep.
okay, I'm out of ideas. I don't know what else.
Hmm.
Because Chungus would only be able to do
I
strength movement.
Yes. This is definitely a real squeeze or a stretch, but like, could I use inflict wounds and necrotic energy to like pull a lot of the like moisture out of stuff so it's easier to shift?
Sorry, no. In this case, like because it's not really alive, it wouldn't be
Yeah.
affected by it.
Hmm.
What do you think, Chungus?
So I will try anything once.
Hmm.
I also have the out of character question here. So, if Lucian can conjure things he's seen, didn't he see explosives in the mines?
He did, yeah.
Could he conjure it and we use it?
It disappears if it causes damage. Let me just double check something
But in this
quickly.
case,
I had asked about this. You said it was too big because it's like
Yep, that's right, because it has to be less than 10 pounds.
yeah.
how much was the?
They weigh like, yeah. Yeah, it has to be no more than 10 pounds, and I believe an explosive keg is like 15 or 20 pounds.
Oh, I just wanted half of that.
Hmm.
Well, he didn't see anything that was half that size.
Darn it, Daniel.
False life, rate of sickness, inflict wounds, cure wounds, protection from evil and good, shield. Yeah. Hmm.
Uh, let's. I don't know if we can't do anything here. We might as well go look at what the exit looks like.
Okay.
See where we end up, and this would
Okay.
be an easier way to enter than the other way.
All right. So you want to head towards the light?
Yeah.
Did an
Grimer-
ominous,
Yeah.
ominous way to say that.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. If there's no other like ideas.
So you head, continuing down the tunnel, and you find yourselves in a larger room. The center part where all the waste would actually flow would go down a small, like kind of like, well, it wouldn't be a waterfall, but it would definitely,
Like a drain.
yeah, it would go down to a large kind of pit in the pit itself, you see a kind of large-ish orb,
Okay.
about the size of like a bowling ball, kind of sitting on a pedestal, as well as two creatures. They look to be a water elemental and a fire elemental,
Hmm.
who are just kind of like circling it. They see you enter, but don't really pay you any attention and continue to circle around the orb.
What kind of orb is this? Can I Arcana it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an Arcana to see if you can identify it.
And I can also do my +4 thingy too.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, go ahead, just for ahas. All right. Yeah, this is basically, it's called a cleansing orb. The idea behind it is that it will remove any dirt, grime, things like that, waste, and it looks like what happens is like the water comes down, like the sewage comes down, hits this, and is cleansed and returned to like a kind of clean water, possibly moved and further purified by the elementals down below.
so would these elementals be hostile or neutral or?
You're not sure.
You know-
They're just circling around the orb.
Does the orb
Yeah.
look like it's functioning?
It's just sitting on its pedestal.
No.
The level of waste is low, like definitely very low below the
Okay. Being naughty.
below the orb. And really, if you were to like take one of the ladders down into this lower section, you do see a more pipe, like more tunnel that leads further out into the like just further down, like away from you towards the west.
Hmm. Well, we can make a note of what we saw. That'll help us in the future.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I really want to see if these are like hostile or not. So I assume. Would have been nice to make an explosive blast with them.
I think if we set off an explosive down here, we would all die and the entire city might explode. Because all the methane would go up at once.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually what I was thinking, but it would be awesome.
Putting the wipe in total party wipe.
Well, half.
Something, something.
We all die in the sewers. Piffle and Lucian set out on a new adventure.
Fiffleuston are like,
As they meet my psychotic wizard that wants to kill everybody. I really don't want to die here, so
Trying to think of what else we might be able to. Can I do insight to see if I can figure out what they're doing aside from circling it? Like, are they protecting it, patrolling it, keeping it from being used?
yeah, go ahead, roll insight. It'll be a higher DC because they're not, things. They look like maybe they're just waiting.
Graham's gonna try to wave and see if they react.
Scram
if you're looking for your
waves.
poop, it's over there.
They look up. Then they start circling around again.
Damn.
They don't give a fuck about you.
My parents have prepared me for this day.
Roxanne, chill. Chill out. You're not getting any of my food. That's
I
it.
don't have that yet. Trying to think of shit I could do. We have that Veros orb we could do sending once a day, but I don't think he would like professional questions about elementals and shit cleansing apparatus.
The only thing I can think of is like, hey, can you blow that thing to smithereens so the shit can go down to these guys and make them happy again?
Can I try? Can I try history on the sewer systems again now that I know specifically what's down here?
Yeah, go ahead, roll history.
Come on!
Uh, some sort of like, obviously, it's like some sort of purification chamber to like cleanse the water to make it clean again. You're not
Clearly,
sure, like...
Ian, you don't need to worry about writing lore anymore because we're never going to roll high enough to fucking learn it.
Hey, please do ask me about the lore. I've come up with a lot.
I'm trying to ask you about it, but the
Can we
dice say
tell
no.
if can we tell if they're like hostile? If they'll become hostile or anything if we go near that thing?
You're not really sure.
Could we try to get that blockage to collapse in one direction if we work on it on one end altogether?
Yeah, that might be the best.
You can certainly try.
When you say several hours, how long would that take?
Well, you're not really sure. Just that it's a lot of stone, and it's going to take some effort to move it all. And you only have 1, maybe 2 shovels.
Read that shatter spell.
What if we go back up, retrace our steps, get together a village brigade, and tell them, like, hey, we found it. Who wants to solve this problem?
The beast!
And then after we fix the problem without the count, then we help the guy take all of his fucking shit.
Okay. At which point, you see a manhole cover up above in this room open up. And you just see some guy kind of like climbing down the ladder, whistling.
Does he not see us? Can we just like stay in the shadows?
He doesn't really see you.
We're
Well,
at the
actually,
top
do you
of
make an attempt to hide?
Strongest doesn't make an attempt.
I mean,
to hide.
I'm going to say I'm going to try to hide by staying on top of the thing we had to climb up and being covered in shit. I face planted once. I should have a bonus for staying still, covered in poop.
Climbs on down, but he's a little more eagle-eyed than you were expecting. He just... Well, Chungus isn't hiding. He just sees you.
Hi there, mister. There's a lot of poop down here.
Gods above, what are you doing here?
I was just kind of trying to move some of this poop around. You can see I'm covered in it right now. It was quite nasty.
Oh, you certainly moved it around for sure.
Hey, who are you, mister?
I'm in charge of the chamber here. What the hell are you doing?
Keeping it clogged with shit?
Well, it's not. I maintain the chamber. I don't take care of the tunnels down there. That's someone else's job. Besides, it's backed up.
Yeah,
So I'm
right
just
there.
I know it's backed up, but until the Count hires someone with a bit of stone shape to come in and clear out the whole situation, that's going to maintain its clogging.
I have a question for you. What if we bring somebody? What was that? What a shatter spell to like move the stone? Would that actually work?
Yeah, it'll move the stone right down on top of your head, sir.
Yeah, that's why we have him do it. Sorry, Lucian. Oh God.
Gee, look at you. Just, you climbed through that? Do you know what that is?
I'm afraid so.
Baby, come here.
Just, you know what? I have some pity for you. He looks at the 2 elementals down below and he just whistles. Ah! Let him by. Go touch the stone.
Alright, Graham will go and touch the stone without being covered in shit anymore.
Graham touches the stone. It cleanses him of all the shit.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll do the same.
it like stays on you a little bit. Like it just turns into dirt, but kind of like just shuffs. Like
It's not poop anymore?
you could just kind of like brush it off. You all touch the stone, or just
Yeah.
Graham and Otto?
Well, thank you. That's a marked
yeah, we all do.
improvement.
Chungus touch the
Yes.
stone.
Well, yes, okay, yes.
So is this the only blockage you know of?
This is the first blockage down that way, and then the secondary tunnel has filled up due to it blocks up, so it should go to a secondary tunnel, but it hasn't. It's not meant for all of it, so that's seeing far too much throughput. So it, to an extent, blocked up a bit.
There's no way we might be able to reroute things or get things to come through the cleaning parts at all.
Oh no, it's coming through the clean parts just fine. but those go from the noble estates as well as the count's palace, plus more rich, the rich side of town.
Is that a fact?
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Hmm.
Well, anyway, out of there. Back
Yeah,
up
that's good.
with you.
Yeah, it's a
I
good
know you're
idea.
trying to do good, but got a job to do, and I ain't supposed to allow people down here. And plus the little my my gentleman down there, my workers for me there. They're not hostile, but they don't like anybody messing with the stone unless I tell them to.
All right. Well, thank you for the cleanup. It is appreciated.
Walking through a sewer, jeez Louise, you must have yourselves a strong stomach.
Well, turns out if you block your ability to smell, it makes it a lot more manageable.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, out with ya. I gotta make sure that this continues to maintain. He just looks down at the kind of almost emptied pit. Yep, sure is doing a good job. Not backing up down in that pit at all. Flow to the river, 100%.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, that's a fact, all right.
Tina, come here.
Hmm.
Leave her alone.
Well, we know where to go if we want to fuck with the thing. I'm just wondering if.
So what we know is because it's rerouting over there, we're not gonna walk in shit. So we just have to find a similar setup to this over there and ruin it.
Well, I mean, I think this is the one that's actually tending to
Everything.
the Duke's shitter, or the Count's shitter.
So we just need to. How many tunnels are on here? Like if we look around.
You had seen only like a few, plus some smaller side tunnels that wouldn't be walkable. So I would say probably you've seen at least like 30 different tunnels. Like you've seen like a few of the main ones that you can actually walk down, and you've just seen like the small like flow that like leads into the actual like center area where the waste continues to head into that purification chamber.
So would we be able to tell which one is getting routed from the counts area because it actually has stuff coming in? Not in like massive amounts, but it clearly would be like you could see which ones are working, I guess.
From what you could see, like all those little tunnels that like those are all working, so you couldn't really determine. They're just all going into this one massive area where like it's all just filling up. And from what the guy described to you, the count's tunnels do not connect to this one directly.
Ah, okay. I misinterpreted then.
Yeah, that I misinterpreted that. So
But he's the guy down below. Once you've touched the orb and he's answered your last question, he just kind of shoos you up. He's like, "Okay, back on the streets with you. Can't let somebody down here."
let's see if we can find where the count is and find a manhole in that area and go down and cause him grief.
Okay.
And then go help him rob blind, I guess.
So you get up onto the street, and it's about
Where are we?
noon at this point. You spent probably about 6 hours down below.
Where are we, like, in relation to where we started, like, the day?
It's noon.
No, like, where?
Oh, in the city?
Yeah.
You're not sure. You definitely traveled.
Is he being naughty?
You've traveled about a mile, but like, you're not really sure where in the actual city. Like, you popped up just kind of in like this building, which looks like a warehouse. It has like desks around, barrels of water. You see a few people like sitting around just looking at you like,
Hi.
who are you?
We were looking at the.
Concerned citizens looking to fix the
Yeah.
stink.
Yeah.
Well, you can be concerned, not on city property.
Yeah, we're headed out. Speaking of which, where's the way out?
He just points to a door.
So once we get outside, I feel like if Biffle was here, he would have like looked for stuff to rob. But Once we're outside, do we know where we like? Can we tell where we are?
It's not really.
Downtown,
You don't
familiar
really see
place.
like a part like you've not been to this part of the city before. You just see you're definitely closer to the river. Like you can hear the river. You can see several different looks like for milling. Kind of close to the river. You see like the water wheels turning. But no, you've never been to this area of the city before.
So, hmm, can we see where the count's like estates is, like that higher, like richer part of town from here?
Um, no, not from here. Not from this area.
Mhm.
This is more a little bit more rundown as it's approached the river. Looks more like a workers area with kind of like stacked housing. Um, and the people in the area look maybe like they're meant more for like manual labor.
So this is probably like head to the opposite of this if we want to find
Yeah.
the count shit pit.
So
Maybe.
we want to go east, north, northeast probably. If
Okay.
we're in the southwest part of town.
While this is all going on, as you've made your way to the surface, what is Fiffle and Lucian doing?
Oh, jeez. Perhaps we get drunker while waiting for our cops to meet.
Oh, please don't.
Oh, Mara, you're muted.
That sounds perfect. Let's have a drink.
Okay, where would you like to go to?
Oh, God.
Well, someplace, near the Hall of Records.
Okay. You find a small bar. It's just called the Tap Room.
I order one alcohol.
The bartender hands you one alcohol.
Yes, I'll take a double.
He hands you a two alcohol.
Let us drink them and see what time it is.
Okay.
Yes, let us.
So you drink, spend like 3 hours. Do you nurse your drink over the course of 3 hours, or do you just kind of like pound them back?
Oh, I'm already drunk and dressed like a clown. It seems like just that kind of. It seems like that kind of day.
Okay. So
This guy-
Fiffle leans into the vibe.
Okay, Fiffle, go ahead, please make a Constitution save to see how drunk you are.
I'm just imagining the gentleman thief like these are the guys who stopped my fucking heist.
Yeah, Fiffle.
I'll
Maybe
be
a
right
little
back.
drunk from last night because this alcohol really hits you pretty good, and you're pretty buzzed. Lucian, how about you? Are you just kind of like leaning into the vibe?
Yeah,
kinda-
leaning into the vibe, man.
Okay, Lucian, please go ahead and make a Constitution save. Nope. So, Lucian, you're pretty heavily inebriated. You're not sure why. Maybe this ale is a bit stronger than most, but yeah, you just like have knocked back maybe 5, 6 over the course of these 3 hours, and bartender's like, "All right, guys, it's noon. I'm cutting you off. Just sober up a little, and you can come back." Also, that's five. That's 5 silver apiece.
Well, put it on my tab. Put it on my tab.
You don't have a tab.
No, he's
Piffle attempts to pay and then sleight of hand the money back.
Okay, Fiffle, please go ahead and roll sleight of hand. You are drunk, so please roll with the disadvantage.
Yes. I will. Oh.
Even then, you actually still manage it. You just like you slide over. He takes it, puts it in his pocket. He turns around, and you just instantly reach your hand into the pocket and retrieve your money.
Yes. And away we go.
I did on a skill check, you guys,
nice.
and it was to grift a guy out of his actually earned money.
Got to be sharp around here.
Yeah, we got
Behold your
skills.
heroes.
So you you figure the copying is done. You're close to the town hall, the Hall of Records, where you had to go. The sun, you don't remember it being this bright before.
I will disguise myself again as
Okay.
Fluff,
You disguise yourself as average man.
average man.
You make your way back into the Hall of Records.
Drunken clown and average man return.
Part 2.
The clerk sees you and just, ugh, you reek of alcohol.
Well, it took you a long time.
Like,
You reek of alcohol.
you can't have you here drunk. You have to come back when you're sober.
Well, give us the copies and we'll go away.
Fifth, I'll make a persuasion check to, like, at disadvantage. No, come back when you're sober and you can get your copies.
Ugh.
We're gonna hate this town for the rest of our days.
I have a shiny friend for you if we just do it now, and then we go.
Okay. Make a persuasion check. You are attempting to bribe her, so just do it flat.
Uh-huh.
5 gold, please.
All right, here you go, you swindler.
She slides over the records. Here you go, you drunk.
Touche.
To each his own.
In your hands are copies, finely done, in excellent penmanship.
We stagger into the street with our newfound documents.
You stagger into the street, and
Piffle asks Lucian, what were we supposed to do with these again?
I think we were supposed to give them to the Duke.
I remember talking about the Duke a lot.
Right? I don't remember exactly.
Hmm.
We needed the copies to throw some shit at him or something.
Right, the shit. Hey, where'd everyone else go?
Oh, they went to the sewer for the shit.
You guys find the shit? Why, yes, we
Where
did.
is the shit? Well, they're in the sewer. Let's go in the sewer. Trust me, they're down there. Let's go.
Okay.
well, you're in the main area. Like, there's a manhole cover in the street directly in front of you.
I bet you they're down there. What do you think?
I think they said they were going there. I think you're right, Lucian.
Yeah. Okay.
Piffle starts trying to lever up.
Man, I'll call up.
Okay.
Help me. Help me.
If you're both trying to do it, one of you just roll athletics with advantage.
You.
I'll do it. I'll do it with this button. Yep.
Yep, Fifth will just...
Advantage.
Wow, that thing is really heavy. Is it glued in?
I think it is.
Okay. Forget
This
it.
is a fake manhole cover. This is a facade.
It's a sticker. What the fuck? Okay. Plan B. Let's go throw some shit at this guy's house.
Well, the area you're in, you do actually see the
makes sense.
Count's Palace from here, as you're in
We'll
that
start
section.
heading that way.
Okay, you head towards the Count's, like his palace area, his manor.
Can I roll perception to see if I can find an abandoned bucket of some kind on the way?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, fuck. We're about to send a message.
Cool.
Yeah, you find it.
All right, we got some buckets.
Yeah, you find like an old bucket.
Sending a message.
So you have yourselves a bucket that Lucian or Fiffle was able to grab off of a porch. Doesn't quite know what it was there for. Obviously, it was there for him.
Perfect. I'm gonna conjure the same bucket. I got one too.
Fiffle has a bucket. Lucian has a glowing bucket.
All right. Let's head to the Duke's house. I'm sure there's a canal full of shit outside. We can throw at his house with a bucket.
You
With that in
find
this, I just-
yourself in front of a about 8 feet tall stone wall with iron spikes along the top, a gate with some guards out front. Over the wall, sticking up over it, you can see the top of the the Count's manor house.
I'm
Okay.
assuming that they're going to throw shit at Duke.
Yes. Where can I fill this bucket with shit?
Well, you don't see any like sewage out on the streets. You would have to probably go into the sewer or find somebody, I guess, willing to donate.
We can always create our
Plan.
own, my friend.
I duck into an alleyway.
Okay.
Are there any homeless people
Nope, it's empty. This is not the section of town that have homeless people.
Shit in the bucket.
there? Biffle shits in the bucket.
Biffle has now a bucket of shit. Yep. Okay. Biffle, what do you do?
I go up to the gate and I throw it over the wall.
Okay,
Wait,
go.
There are guards. Wait, there are guards. You must be sneaky.
Fast as a clown.
At least try to go stealth first.
Okay, Biffle. You throw the shit over the, or do you just throw the whole bucket over with the shit in it?
No, I'm trying to hang on to the bucket and
Okay.
throw the shit.
Go ahead and make just do like a ranged attack to see how well you can do this. You wouldn't add your proficiency as you're not proficient in throwing shit in a bucket. But just roll a d20 and we'll add your dex modifier.
Right. Which would be 4. Okay. Here's a D20.
Okay. Yeah, you get it over. Like it scrapes the top of the iron spike, but it does go over.
Okay.
Guards run over to you.
I shake my fist at them and say, "That's for that shitty count."
Yeah, come with us.
Why?
Yeah, come with us.
It's a free country.
You're obviously drunk. Come on.
People,
I thought this
run!
was
Let's go!
America.
We must run! Fuck this! Let's go!
Okay. Do you sprint away from the guards? Do you attempt to run from the guards?
Piffle attempts to run from me.
Okay.
Yes, we run.
Well, you start running down the roads. The guards take off after you.
I'm seeing some amazing rolls as I scroll up. By the way,
Amazing is definitely the word.
And the guards are calling like, so guards start calling for like the actual city guards who start chasing you down the road. So you're being chased by about 4 people right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Go ahead, make an athletics to see how well you can like, keep up this pace. Okay, Fiffle's perfectly fine. Fiffle pumps those little legs.
Better when he's drunk.
Lucian, please go ahead.
My feline agility in no way.
It would let you get bursts of speed, but like you definitely be able to outpace them. But you got to make sure you can actually maintain the pace. They're catching up. Like you're definitely able to like. You see him approach, and you just like sprint away again. And as you're running down the road, make a perception check. At disadvantage because you're both drunk. Nope. Pitfall. You see it is a tall, bald man with facial tattoos, heavy armor, who's just walking down the road, flanked by a couple of people dressed similar to him. And you just kind of like whoop and slip right under his legs. Lucian, you run right into his chest. Thonk. The guards catch up to you as this man just takes his fist, just grabs you by your arm, and it's this iron hard like grip on you. He's pretty strong. Who are you? What are you doing? And why are the guards chasing you?
And I just tried to pull away from the grasp.
Yep, go ahead and roll you can go ahead and roll athletics or acrobatics to try and slip out. Nope. You just he's got you good. The guards after this point catch up. Oh, My lord, he threw shit over the wall to the count's estate.
Actually, Lucian did not do that, but the person who did is using this distraction to hide.
A horrible little clown is running down the road, just hiding in a corner somewhere.
Horrible little clown.
So we'll see if I successfully hide from them.
Yep, go ahead, please roll stealth.
Am I still at disadvantage?
You're still pretty drunk. You gotta have a few hours before that.
Ooh.
Wait, can't he re-roll that with his?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I can't reroll that. Thank you, Ed. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho ho. The guards just like he the armed knights who are like flanking this man holding Lucian just rush over to grab Fiffle and just both of them lift you up, your little legs kicking over the road as they just bring you back.
You'll pay for this.
All right.
Don't forget, you'll live to regret this.
I just wanted to like see this continue on.
So, what's the meaning of all this?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm very drunk.
Okay.
He was running, so I started running. I don't know what happened.
Uh-huh. Guards, take them to the drunk tank. Let them sober up. We'll deal with it after. I have business with the Count.
Who are you? What business? Where are you from?
I'm from... You're presumptuous to ask, aren't you?
It was like, shh. Mad.
I have an assumption on who this guy is.
Yeah.
Just walking into this town like that. Who do you think you are?
Getting a closer look at this very tall, probably closing on at 8 feet tall. He has kind of plain, like the plain armor. Although he does have a silver skull on a necklace around his neck. I'm from Vaxfall. Sir Robert Gales. I'm head of the Order of the Yard.
I also wanted to say, I was gonna say, Lucian, it's the mountain.
Yeah. Shoot. Sir Robert.
Mountain that
Yes.
rides.
Well, you sound important.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here?
Guards, take this person and his clown associate to the drunk tank. Find them for public drunkenness and for vandalism, and wait for them to sober up before releasing them.
Vandalism.
Did you vandalize while I was gone?
Guy's the vandal, vandalizing this town.
That's what I'm here about. The Count's guards, they're separate from the city guard. You can see that they're wearing different colors. The Count's guards are dressed better. They don't look very happy about this. They look a little scared. So, Sir Gales hands you over to the actual city guard. They slap irons on both of you. Like, come on.
God.
What? Slapping iron. Okay.
Fiffle curses drunkenly at
We're
everyone.
gonna be breaking them out of prison in the next episode.
But the
They-
fine was 5 gold. Oh,
They-
we burned down an entire town. Oops.
They take you to a guard post. They strip you of all your weapons. One of the guards
your
finds
clothes.
your copy of the sewer system.
Ah,
Oh, God.
The hell is this? What's in the book?
this is my business papers.
Uh-huh.
Fiffle tries to snatch it back.
Make a sleight of hand check to see if you can snatch it back. Nope. No, he's just like, whoop! Sorry, kiddo. Pushes you into the cell and closes it. Lucian gets pushed into the cell next to him, and it's been about an hour, so at this point, Lucian, you transform back into a cat. The guards, the fuck is this?
I'm a wizard. I like to turn myself into things like all the time. Today I wanted to be a cat.
Make a deception check at disadvantage because you're drunk.
I think it makes it more believable.
I mean, yeah, that is true. He is drunk, so like.
There's like, I'd call the magistrate, but theoretically there's nothing illegal about having a book about the sewer or having turned into disguise yourself as something, but it's certainly suspicious, and you certainly are all well armed.
Yeah, well, there's some shitty things going on in this town.
There's a mean streets in this town. Biffle insists.
They just, yeah, whatever. At which point we'll cut back to the other half of the party.
Well, I sure hope they had better luck than we did.
I'm sure they're fine.
We gotta
Yeah,
run.
it's
They're the smart ones, right?
I hope. I look at Chungus like I hope they didn't do anything stupid.
This is stupid does.
I mean, to be fair, we want the shit anyway.
It's true.
I don't think there's any winners in that particular.
No, there's no
contest.
winners here. This is
We're
great.
all losers today.
You guys were just the more entertaining.
Oh yeah, I had a grand time
I had so much fun
being
just
a
like
fly
listening-
on that coil.
It's so great.
So you are now. The rest of you
Where are we? Let's see. We're in like the working part of town, right?
yep, kind of like south side.
Graham will continue kind of flecking away the bits of converted mud.
Yeah.
You reckon there's a public bath anywhere on the way?
I mean, the river's out right outside the door. The
I'm,
wall.
I'm trying to avoid bathing in their water supply. But then again, maybe they already do. I'm sure they got something.
Probably avoid anything in this city.
Plus, I don't want to be downriver, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Where were we originally? Where did we start this whole day? Like, what?
You were
section
kind of
town?
in the center of town.
What was the name of the? What was the place that we were at? Where we met
The meat hall, the Happy Bee.
yeah, that's where we also stayed for the night. Like, just ask somebody like which way toward the meat hall.
Which one? Sounds full of them.
The
A happy bee?
yeah, the Happy Bee.
Oh, okay. Well, just gonna head down. It's about a mile north of here.
Alright.
You guys look like you need to stop by a sauna.
Ah, you got saunas?
Is there one on the way there?
Yeah, there's saunas all over the place. There's there's probably 100 saunas in each city.
Guess we can keep an eye out on for a sauna on the way there.
He just kind of shrugs and just makes his way down the road again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh.
You do eventually pass by like a sign that would show like a bit of water with steam rising from it.
Graham will fucking head right to that.
You head into the sauna. There's just someone there. It's like, ooh, well, it looks like you fell in the mud. Well, we can get your clothes laundered. You can hang out in the sauna, get clean, and we'll get you right back up and running. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't mud, miss.
Chungus, don't scar her.
Oh, whoops. Zip.
Just enjoy the relaxation, Chungus.
You ever been to a sauna before, boys? You ever been to an Orwellian prison? Like movies about fighters?
Oh my God, Chungus was a gladiator.
It's true.
Graham will step up to pay in advance.
Yeah.
Laundering and bathing.
Well, it's 5 silver for 2 hours.
Is that each or for the three of us?
I'll give you a discount. We'll say 8 silver for 2 hours for the 3 of you.
Ah, thank you kindly. And Graham will pay that up.
Graham pays up. Like, well, there's the actual sauna, and then there's hot baths right behind them. Just head down that. There's towels, and we'll get your clothes laundered while you're doing whatever you need to do.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, should mention this is a respectable sauna.
Just kind of looks
Okay,
back
yes.
over his shoulder.
Certain. I mean, if you wanted a disrespectable sauna, there's ones on the other side of town, but we try and keep things, pleasant
Clean.
here. Yeah, clean. There you go.
I'm with
Roxanne,
you.
be nice.
Could use a little bit of respect today.
The while you're there, can I get you anything to drink?
I think I'll hold off for now.
Yeah, hold off.
Learned my lesson last night. Still kind of feeling it.
Well, all right then. Well, please come and find me if you need to get anything. I'll see you at the end of 2 hours, and your clothes should be cleaned and mostly dry, if not entirely, by the time we get back.
That'll do. Thank you much.
You make your way to the back of the sauna. Nice wooden seats. A metal basin in the center with hot stones in it. There's a little like bucket of water with a ladle in it.
Nice.
And as you can see, if you were to look down the hall, you would see that, yeah, there's like hot baths. There's a few older men who are just kind of soaking. There's an older gentleman also in the sauna as you enter in.
They all have their wings hanging out, obviously, as is
As is nature.
typical. Right.
They have, the towels wrapped around, but they're short
What?
towels.
Oh no! I thought this was like a YMCA type situation from the 90s.
They do the leg thing.
It was like, yeah, like he sits down, then he like basic instincts.
That's the one. Basic instinct.
Yes.
Oh my.
The
Graham's
two
an adult about it. He's just happy to no longer be covered in mud
yeah,
and or
you're-
shit.
get yourself clean. It's nice and warm in there, especially because the air outside's a little cooler. It also doesn't smell in here. They definitely have like the incense burning. You just kind of thinking to yourself, yeah, wonder if Fiffle and Lucien are in the nicest situation.
Yeah, that's true. They're in jail.
They're yelling at each other as they both press their asses against the walls, insisting the other is going to be the one to make the move.
Aren't they currently like in the process of drinking and flinging shit over the wall right now?
No, they're already in prison by the time
Yeah, they're in jail. Yeah.
like when they were flinging shit over the wall, you were climbing through the little section of shit, like the shit wall. The Great Wall of Shit. So yeah. Do you want to do anything in the sauna, or should we just skip ahead a couple hours?
Graham's mostly just going to get cleaned up.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if there's really anything else. Are these old people going to talk about anything crazy?
Yeah, old people love staring stories. The old guys just.
I heard that a clown and a cat boy.
I gotta tell you, I ain't got a problem with dwarves, you see. I tell you, give a dwarf an inch and they'll take a mile.
I'm just saying, we got to make Viderheim great again.
One old man leaves, a more friendly old man comes in. He's like, boys, I'm gonna tell you a secret. If you can't dazzle them brilliance, you gotta baffle them with bullshit.
Well, today's definitely been a baffling kind of day. Not so much a brilliant one.
Meh, well, yeah, you win some, you lose some, right? But hey,
Yep.
I figure you learn, even if you get the shit kicked out of you, you learn a little bit. Good day, right?
Always.
If the day does
Absolutely,
not
sir.
require and inflict wounds, it is a good day.
I'll take you. I'll have to take your word on that one, but all right. So, what brings you boys to town?
We're actually on our way back to Valheim. Or Valheim. Jesus Christ. I do that every time. To Vaxfall.
The Vax Ball. Yeah, we're just.
Yeah, Drindir. It's a big cross through for the two cities, Talva, Drindir. Really, anybody going from Vaxwall going north. But yeah, I lived here my whole life. Good place. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You ever seen anything like this?
What?
Situation?
Shitstorm.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, the sewers. Well, the count's just got to pay a little bit. Get a mage out here who can come in, stone shape up the place, keep everything nice. Or it's just some stonemasons, but... he always says, oh, I got the vaults full of money. Money's good to have in stock, so we're all should be happy. But be a little bit happier if it weren't for that stink out there, right?
Hmm. Any idea what caused it in the first place? Just a collapse? Anything
Yeah,
caused
you
it?
don't you don't take care of the tunnels. The tunnels won't take care of you.
That sounds about right. Is there no Corps of engineers or nothing that takes care of that sort of thing?
Plenty when you pay them.
How long's he not been paying his guys?
He put them on half pay, just saying, they work. They only do half the job, so might as well give them half pay. So now they're doing none of the job because now he's giving them none of the pay. At least that's how he says it. But got my old cousin down in the Stonemasons Guild, and he says that they've been a little dry, been looking for work outside of Drindir, maybe going to Portis, maybe checking out Talva. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, it sounds like this. They could actually get somebody come in out of town, probably from Talva if they're going to have a stone shaper. At least that's how he says it.
Hmm. Any idea how long till people have enough of this?
Ha! I had enough of it day one. But I hear that the Duke sent a party who was going to be talking to the Count and getting the whole thing sorted out. So they ain't here today. They should be here soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Any
good.
idea who's in this party?
No idea.
Sounds pretty important.
Maybe they'll send somebody. Who knows? Might send like somebody from the Order of the Yard or the Order. Nah, probably not the Order of the Yard. That'd be weird. That'd be a little. Ooh, if you send somebody from the Order of the Yard, you know what they're after, right? No, probably Order of the Tower.
Hmm.
Well, boys, I've had my fill. Ooh, steam gets to my head, all right. Oh, you have a good one, boys. He slaps Chungus on the back.
Oh, all right, Mr. Chunky slaps him on the ass.
Ooh.
Like roll a nat 20 strength and like launch him out of the sauna.
He just flies out. Woo.
Oh, there, Sonny. I mean, like this is supposed to be a respectable place, but we'll just borderline that one, huh?
Oh, mister.
Yeah, no, that's a good palm money there, kid.
Reminds me back of my Navy days.
Yeah, you take care, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
you
kinda-
too.
He just moseys his way out.
Nice to know there's some friendly folk around at least. Ugh.
It's been about 2 hours now.
Well, I reckon if we're not going to be able to fix things, if we need to even, maybe they are going to send somebody to take this serious. Ought to get back to the mead hall, maybe get some shut-eye or something.
Okay. The attendant brings you your freshly laundered clothes.
Ah, thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm.
I will toss a silver as a tip.
Ah, thank you. Well, please come back. We're always happy to have you.
Y'all have a nice day now.
Thank you. She just nods as you make your way out on the street. It's about 3 p.m. at this point, having
Maybe
traveled.
this town ain't so bad. Just smash cuts to the prison. They're like fighting with broken bottles. in that fight.
Meanwhile, in the Garlean prisons,
Yeah, back in the prison. Fiffle, Lucian, you are coming down. You're no longer even buzzed. You've come down from being drunk. You wake up in the cold cell. There's basically like a small hay bed kind of in the corner.
Okay.
The guards are just looking at you.
I'm sober. Let's go. Let me out. I'm done.
They're gonna give you a few more hours there, pal.
No, come on. Stop fucking. Come to my family.
What?
Wife's gonna kill me. You know how it is. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah, you the only cat I've seen in this town, pal.
Yeah, I'm not from this town. That's why I gotta get the hell out of here. Let's go.
Uh-huh. Let's give it a couple more hours, okay? We'll let you out when you're a little more sober, shall we? Besides, we still get it. You got to pay the fine. It's 5 gold each for what you did. And just be glad the count didn't find out about this.
Listen, Linda. No, let me out.
What the hell does a count need money for? It's not to fix the sewage.
All right. Look, I'll live with you, man. It's shit out
We're
there.
talking,
Quite
Piffle
literally.
is opening the lock to the cell.
Fiffle, please go ahead and roll. Let's say you don't have your thieves kit, but I would say you'd be able to pick up something if you wanted to roll with disadvantage
Okay.
to try and pick the lock with your.
Under something for him.
He just finds like a little like bent piece of wire.
I was gonna say, couldn't
So I'll just roll thieves' tools, roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, that'll be good. Nope, the wire snaps. The wire
I re-roll a 1 using my half-level lock.
The wire snaps, but it just actually makes it more short and stiff, and you're able to just click. The guard doesn't notice.
I proceed to look innocent while Lucian finishes trying to get the bless out.
The guard's just like, look, I know it's shit out there. The count sucks, but you can't
By the
go
way,
throwing.
Now that Piffle is sober, and it's like the next day, his like clown costume is looking like really horrifying.
Oh, it's only been like it's only been like 3 hours since you like got tossed in there.
Queen of
So
Pennywise.
like it's really dirty and bedraggled, and it's like when he was drunk and merry, it like kind of clicked, but now it's like very incongruous and like
Vibe is dead.
Jeez, you just like you look like the Joker in the Dark Knight.
Kind
It's
of.
really not working anymore.
And
Yeah.
could I conjure like a rag with chloroform in his hand?
Jesus.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. The guard just talking to like, look, you can't go throwing shit over the wall of the count's place, okay?
No, I know, but I gotta go.
All right, make a persuasion roll. You're no longer drunk, so you can roll it normal. Look, I know you're gonna get it here. Just chill out a little bit longer, and just be glad that you ran into somebody who wasn't gonna beat the piss out of you.
Yeah, I would like to see you try.
Do you actually want to see me try and beat the piss out of you?
Piffle elbows Lucian. Cut it out.
No. Maybe.
That sounds like something a drunk person would say.
Yeah.
Remember, you're not drunk anymore.
You gotta have a. We'll give you a couple more hours to.
Have the vocabulary of an asparagus.
He sits back down.
A couple more hours.
But Fiffle, you actually have your cell is open.
Once
what's
the
the
guards
guard
walk away, I'm gonna point out to Lucian that the cell appears to mysteriously be open now.
Ah, perfect. Let's go.
Okay. Fiffle, roll stealth just to see if you can not attract any attention. But the
Good luck.
We're also gonna need to like get our shit too. On the
Yeah.
way out. We're doing this, so yeah, we'll roll some Stizel. Really, like 1 or 2 okay rolls today, but on the whole, not good.
Yeah, no, this has been like
A
What a
plus
shit.
6 should be like helping a guy out here.
This
is like a borderline non-canon episode.
Honestly,
level
this
of
is a-
bullshit.
I know, but this is kind of a shit day.
It is hilarious.
the guard walks into Fiffle. The hell?
Oh, I thought you said we could go.
Oh,
He just points his spear at you back in the cell.
You should be like, well, you left the door open.
Seriously, yeah. You left the door open. I thought we were free to go. Sorry. Tiffle walks back to this.
He closes the door. Uh-huh. You got any friends in town?
What? Oh no, we are.
me, mister.
Because you're
We
gonna.
are vagabonds, wanderers,
Okay.
hobos, you might say.
Yeah. We're getting a magistrate who's gonna sort this all out.
Okay. As soon as he leaves, I try to pick the lock.
Oh, he's not leaving.
Oh, he's just standing there.
He just he calls in like another guard, orders him to call like get the magistrate, and he's like, all right, I'll tell you what's happening. Jailbreak. You had to wait 3 hours. Like you just had to wait a couple more hours to sober up, but you tried to jailbreak. So now we gotta get the
I did no
magistrate.
such thing.
Yeah, we gotta get the magistrate out here, and you're gonna have to pay bail.
I am scandalized by the lies that are being spoken about.
Do you have a friend in town who can pay bail?
I demand to speak to a lawyer.
I'm
We'll
right
wait for
here.
the magistrate.
I just love that I'm right here.
Oh, look at that!
Turns into a Phoenix Wright episode.
Your cat lawyer's here. How wonderful.
Oh, Lucian, as my lawyer, please explain to these men that they should let us
Yes,
go.
your holding time is over. My client will see you in court. We are leaving now, and thank you. But we are getting the hell out of here.
We'll contact you. You don't contact us.
Send your magistrate my contact information, and we'll see you later.
Okay, what's your contact information?
I have an owl named Hestia. She will come contact.
Hestia shows up in a fucking suit, like a fitted owl suit, and a tiny briefcase.
You can find me on the First Avenue, right there in Drindir. Fourth
Ah.
house on the left.
Uh-huh. And what's your name?
Kid Fluff.
Make a deception check.
Ooh.
Come on,
Ladies and
dice.
gentlemen, the saviors of Viderheim.
He got a decent roll.
Well, he believes your name, but look, magistrate will be here in a few minutes.
I'm sure he'll see things our way.
Kid Fluff. Is that what?
What
The-
if, like, the magistrate shows up and suddenly we only roll nat 20s and he actually does?
So Piffle is going to start discarding his clown costume and assuming the identity of Mickey Rat Sauce.
Okay. Well, it's just makeup. You wipe off the makeup. Or kind of smeared on your face a little bit, but you get off the majority of it. The magistrate comes in after about an hour.
I'm going to go ahead and say that the primary appearance difference between Piffle Tulip and Mickey Rat Sauce is Mickey Rat Sauce wears like
He
Mickey
wears...
Rat Sauce wears a little cap like this.
Oh, how cute.
Wait, hang on.
What's the
Let me
difference?
see. Wait, put that cap back on.
Mickey Fiffle pulls out from
That's
somewhere
awesome.
That's definitely Mickey Rat Sauce.
his Mickey Rat Sauce hat.
I have a hat like that.
Are you Mickey Rat Sauce?
Maybe.
Magistrate comes in. Old gentleman. Beard, dressed in black. Just, all right, what's going on? Like, magistrate, these, they got drunk. So we arrested them for public drunkenness, public disorder, and vandalism as they have tossed feces over the wall to the Count's estate. Then we caught the little one attempting to escape from our jail here.
Your Honor, my name is Mickey Rat Sauce, and this is my attorney, Get Fluff.
Uh-huh.
You should know that there's no evidence of any of these claims of malfeasance about me and my comrade here.
The guard speaks
And
up.
that as upstanding citizens of the realm, we demand our release.
The guard speaks to the magistrate. Your Honor, there were several witnesses, including Sir Robert Gale.
Listen. Firstly, we stand accused. Where is our accuser? Okay, you are to commit a crime. You need an accuser. Where is your accuser? This is
Right. The guard's just like, yeah, it's us, the city. The city is accusing you.
Okay, I want to talk to the guard that was accusing us. Where is he? You won't find him. This is a conspiracy. We should go.
Just
You've
he
been
goes,
set up.
calls in another guard. Go find the city guard who saw them toss it over.
Go find little Timmy.
So
But you don't need to do that. He already went home. Okay, I'm just saying, just
gotta
for leaving.
we've got to we've got to go the extra mile here. We've got to really. I think we should ask to speak to the magistrate privately, and you, as my attorney, should spin a tale about how we are really on some kind of secret mission, and it's imperative to everyone's health and safety that we be allowed to go free.
Or, okay, can I have a moment with my associate? Lawyer, patient privilege. What's it called?
Okay.
Yes, that's what it's called.
All right, we're going to step out for 5 minutes, and we're going to have a bunch of guards outside the door in case you try and pick the lock again.
Is there
No,
a
no,
window?
no, no. Just between, it's fine.
Is there a window?
No, there's no window.
That's a serious question.
Okay, people, I can also suggest they let us go as a magic spell.
Oh, God.
As a what? As a magic spell?
As a magic spell.
I need to drain my bladder for this.
Lucian, do you have your spell book?
I guess
Dramatic pause.
You have the appropriate magic spell
I
prepared.
can only do
before we were thrown in.
cantrips, I guess, without the book. Yeah, true. Okay, can't do that. So what the fuck are we going to say?
Transform yourself into
You
a prison
shall
stool.
explain to them that Mickey Rat Sauce is actually a cover identity. Okay? Stay with me here. And that we are actually on a secret mission from who runs the city that we're actually from?
The Duke?
Backball?
The Duke. Yeah, the Duke.
Do they owe any sort of fealty to a larger city?
These are like city states, or is this a unified nation?
The political would be basically like each count owes fealty to the Duke. But every time the Duke dies, they all elect the new Duke.
Okay, but the Duke Vaxwell's the capital.
Yep.
And we're still in Drindir, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we are actually on a secret mission from the Duke of Vaxwell to uncover the cause of. We're actually on a secret mission from the Duke of Vaxwell's health department to uncover the cause of a disease that has been spreading. I don't know. Build on that if you.
I like this a lot.
And that our identities.
We are from the Health Inspection Agency, and we received a report from.
But like our identities are secret and hidden. That's why we can't prove we're from the Health Inspection Agency, operating under direct authority of the Duke, because of the nature of our work.
Also, because the Duke values privacy and control and
Secrecy.
yes, I like this. This sounds perfect.
We will then need to roll an excellent persuasion check. Perhaps we can, we can assist for an advantage roll of persuasion, and then we must pray.
Okay. So
Don't worry, we're praying for you from the sauna.
it's been a few minutes. The magistrate and a couple guards walk back in. Okay. So, what's your statement?
Your Honor, Mr. Magistrate.
Uh-huh.
We need to speak with you privately for a moment.
Okay, guards, please step out. I'll speak to these two privately. The guards step out. Door shuts. All right.
All right, Lucian. As my attorney, please explain to this gentleman the true nature and purpose of our being here.
Yes, you see, we are both who we say we are, and we are also not, as most men. What do they say? If you give a man a mask, he will tell you the truth. Well, we need to take off our mask to be able to give you the truth, Your Honor.
Okay.
And we're here on the order of the Duke of Vaxeval.
Oh.
And, but he does not wish everyone to really know this, including the lords of these lands. Mostly because we've received a complaint that he's very upset about. having to do with your sewage treatment. We're actually from the health inspection committee, investigating what's happened, and also the response of while we were here, just the response of what the guards would do under attack. Because we're also worried about your security.
Okay.
So yes, we're really under the order of the Duke, but we can't expose this to everyone, and we're here to see what's going on in this town, how we can help.
Well,
As you know, the Duke values his secrecy.
of course. That's quite a tale. One question. What is the Duke's name?
Leto Atreides.
Listen.
Obviously, we would know that.
Listen, Linda. The Duke is a close friend of mine.
And so you would call him by his first name, which is
Frank?
Ernie.
Obviously, we would know the Duke's name. He's famous.
okay. Liz, do you have any friends in town who can bail you out? I don't want to deal with you any longer.
Justice by attrition, baby.
The Duke's first name is Lindsay.
Yeah, no,
So no friends in town whatsoever. Just you guys.
just us. We're just passing through, just some traveling wanderers.
Great. All right. Then you have to be in jail a few weeks before we can get you on trial.
Oh.
Oh.
We don't have that kind of time, actually.
Well, if you don't have any friends who can bail you out.
Well, we've got money, but we just don't have any friends.
Oh, well, of course, you could have just said that earlier. All right, look. It's going to be, let's say 10 gold each. Bail you out. I don't actually think you're going to show up, court.
We can afford that.
So we're just going to take the gold.
No,
And we're going to call
we
this...
can afford about it, just put it on my tab.
I can't.
Guards! Guard comes in. Yeah, go through their belongings, take 10 gold each. Then let them go. If you cause any more trouble, I'll have you hung.
Oh.
All right.
You are most generous.
Thank you.
Piffle makes a note to rob the jailhouse.
Biffle, how much money do you have on you, Biffle?
Piffle had 105 gold, so now he has.
Oh, Biffle, I need a loan. Biffle.
All right, I guess I got you covered.
Well, that sounds like your problem. Just leaves.
Actually, Fiffle, you find yourself...
For the sake of game coherency, Piffle will
Yeah.
fine for all.
So yeah,
Paid me in a while.
Fiffle, you actually find yourself like 30 gold lighter.
Piffle underlines his note to rob the jailhouse. Where he wrote "rob jailhouse," there's now like 3 angry lines underneath.
All right, so we've been playing for 2 hours 20 minutes. Do you want to keep going, or should we call it for this week?
Oh, I must mow along and poop.
Okay, then we will pick this up next week.
That was a hell of a session.
That was a hell of a session, yes.